an Overmark Entertainment exclusive.
You want to talk to us about Buff
Oh,
Bagwell's
oh boy.
life-changing surgery, Dave?
Well, not really. This is kind of a bummer. This is one of those things that it literally just happened.
Yeah, it
So
did.
the summary here is former WCW star Marcus Buff Bagwell has undergone a planned above the knee leg amputation today, Friday, July 18th. So like this just happened within hours of us talking about this. It was early this morning, I do believe. Marking the end of a painful 5-year battle following a devastating car crash in 2020. The crash had severely damaged his right knee, leading to nearly 40 surgeries, chronic pain, addiction, and eventually a powerful road to sobriety. And he's maintaining that, so good on him. And he had an emotional reveal just 12 hours before the surgery. He released a heartfelt video on his YouTube channel alongside his fiancée Stacy. In it, he candidly reflects on his journey through pain, depression, and addiction. The turning point after years of failed surgeries and a mere 20% chance to save the leg, Bagwell made the decision to amputate. He credits Diamond Dallas Page for helping him get sober and says the experience brought him peace, not sadness. Another thing that I didn't put in the notes here was he talked about seeing guys that were amputees out there being able to full on run and not just run like somebody with a prosthetic leg barely hobbling by, but like full on sprint running. And he was never going to be able to do that with his leg. He couldn't bend his knee anymore at all, period. And there were like other things going on. I don't know. You watch the video. He'll explain it. I don't remember every single thing. And he proudly announced that he'll be 3 years sober as of August 27th, 2025 this year. And he said, what cost me my leg got me sobriety. I fixed it by fixing my life. He's looking ahead. He had views the prosthetic as a second chance. I'll be in the best shape I've been in 20 years. I'll be able to go to restaurants, church, and live life again. He's walking around in the cane. I watched a video of him with Maven, and we'll actually talk about that here. Maven's role. Everybody knows Maven. Everybody loves Maven. Maybe there's a joke in there like everybody loves Raven, but Maven. Anyway, that's stupid. Shut up, Dave. In a remarkable show of friendship, Maven Huffman traveled over 800 miles driving nonstop, essentially, other than to get gas and relieve himself, to be by Buff's side. He filmed the before and after footage of the procedure, nearly got kicked out of the hospital because you can't be doing that in the hospital because of HIPAA violation and things of that nature. And it ended up working out, though. And he, accompanied to the hospital, and he stayed through the post-op recovery. The video is now posted on Maven's YouTube channel and captures the emotional gravity of the moment, and it's absolutely worth watching. And the final quote from Buff was, I fought the fight, I looked down, and I can say I tried. It's time to go. I really think this is the right call. And he seemed to be, the video with Maven, if you guys go over to his YouTube channel and watch that after you finish listening up here, he was in good spirits. He was jovial. He didn't seem like he, was upset or anything. So, it's good for him. I'm hoping the best for him here. I hope that, they get him a nice, good prosthetic, because I've seen how some of these, I deliver medical equipment. I've seen how good some of these prosthetics are that some of these people have. And, he could get a good one. It's just, they cost a lot of money. But hoping the best for him in his recovery, and cool of Maven to go there and be with him and help him get his video and stuff out there. What did you think of all this, TJ? It's a pretty wild thing to learn today, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to go on it too long, but man, it seems like a lot of these guys who rose to prominence in WCW really went down a dark path. Because the guys in WWE, not to say that some of them didn't take a dark path, kind of still had the company around to help him for a while, but man, it's I know it wasn't his fault for the car crash and everything, but I know this he just suffered from addiction, which we'll talk about all the time.
It was actually he was fucked up on he He talks about it in the video. Actually, he was out drinking the night before, and got up, popped a couple of Xanaxes, and was doing something, and then was driving somewhere and drove through a brick building.
Oh well, that's normal, man. That's everyday drug addict stuff. But I just kind of mean like it's like he didn't overdose or anything like that.
Right.
He just did
Staying
something.
alive.
Yeah, he just did something from drugs that caused him to have an accident, which happens a lot, unfortunately. Xanax is some pretty dangerous stuff, but no, that's not what we're talking about. But yeah, it sucks he had to lose his leg, and man, I can imagine how it could have been that bad where that had to happen so long after the thing too. But I mean, I'm not a fucking doctor, but it sucks for the guy, and hopefully this helps him. And he seems like a pretty positive guy, and DDP seems to be the only saving grace for a lot of these guys. So they should be appreciating him, and I know I definitely do. He seems like a pretty nice guy, and he helps Scott Hall a lot, and there's a whole bunch of people that he helps. Not wrestling wise, he does a lot for a lot of people.
Much love for DDP. Yeah.
Yeah.